CISO from CM.com. Sandor, Incze. Sandor.
I was promised a break.
You need that one, I guess.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's see
Sandor, if you're ready.
if it works.
Hopefully it works. The green button,
Yeah.
and it works.
Okay, so doing more with less. Work smarter, not harder. That's pretty much sums up the last 2 years of my life at CM.com. But I'm totally relaxed just because I just came back from my holiday and I followed exactly what my CFO told me. In your out of office, mention all emails will be deleted. And if they are important to the sender, resubmit them again on the day of my return. What's the worst thing that can happen? Get an invite for this. Is your presentation ready? So, but this is like going to the Olympics. The best of the best are here, and I need to tell something. So, at least that makes your heart rate go up a bit. But we don't have time for that, so we need to continue. I created a small agenda. I learned there are 6 types of CISO, so we're going to find out what I am. If you invite me to the stage, of course, CM will be mentioned. We have our current security model that I will show off briefly because there's no time. And then again, we have a case. It's real. It's a real case. And my idea for the CISO community, but it will be repeated. It's what you already heard. So, Sandor, who is the guy? Well, I'm a researcher. I want to know how things work. So this is me on the left, investigating an explosion at a chemical plant. If you know what happens there, then you can take preventative measures. So this is me as well. So I work on the street as a police officer in my spare time. Especially, I'm also a deputy prosecutor. That's a special role. And I work for the Dutch police for cyber incidents, so we investigate where things went wrong. That's very handy if you're the guy on the right, the CISO, with a just do it mentality. So, who's familiar with CM.com? Who went to the Dutch Grand Prix? Not everybody, but you have to be lucky to obtain a ticket. Well, pretty much if you went to the Grand Prix, you will have seen 35 of our products passing by, from selling tickets, scanning tickets, showing you around, doing crowd control, and normally there's a nice video, but we don't have time for that, so I ask our own AI to generate this picture for me saying, what is CM? And indeed, we are a publicly listed company, makes it interesting. We have global presence, selling the products pretty much everywhere. Nice channels for communication, so you can communicate, and there's some of our customers in the room as well. We have the ticketing and the payment solution, and Formula 1 partnership. And did you know when this happened, what happened to our machines? We saw a lot of unwanted traffic because people didn't like Max Verstappen to cross the finish line first. So, regulated customers, we do have a lot, so it's not all fun at CM. We have the police as a customer, the government, and a lot of financial institutions. And we are lucky to have an in-house, so they are now out of the shadow, in-house security team, and keep an eye on this guy. He's not on our payroll, it's our own AI-generated James. He helps us with our daily job doing cyber security. And our vision is, it's not, there are 2 types of companies that have been hacked and they don't know it yet. That's what we see in the market, and that's what we do every day. So we find out what's going on, and we do that with a top secret security model that I will show to you. It has already been stolen, so we just repeat it. This is pretty much our heat map. So all risks or incidents that you can imagine, we plot on this map, and then we see if there's 2 at the minimum of anti-countermeasures available. Take, for example, ransomware. Yeah, you need to do something with your end users, you need to do something with your machines, you need to do something with your network monitoring. So if you want to know more about this model, which we use with all kinds of external auditing parties, come to me at the end of the show. So what I wanted to show off was an actual case that I investigated at a customer, what went wrong with data theft. Data was stolen, and they didn't know how that happened. So we figured it out, and then we thought, okay, let's see if we can repeat or do the same exercise at CM.com, what happens. So if data is being stolen, then there's something wrong with privileged access management. Apply least privilege. no privilege, no access, no leakage. But people have access. So yeah, we wanted answers to these questions. So who has access to what? When did he have access? Where was it that he had access from? Why and how? And if it goes wrong, the other way around, we want to have evidence. So we thought, okay, your identity, where it all starts at CM. So you get birth, your birth, that's HR, and pretty much you die at HR as well. That's what we thought. And we figured out we were not as good as we thought we were. That was a bummer. When we did interviews, they said, okay, access management is like playing Ludo or mens erger je niet. 5 steps forward, 3 steps back. A lot of manual work. So people started complaining, and we thought, how did this happen? And then we figured out, so the icon pretty much describes it as email. HR sending emails, access, retract access. Emails are not instant. They are being dealt with if people have time, so an IT workspace is overloaded with all kinds of work, so that's not going to work. We like to compare things at CM with Formula 1 driving. Well, we were pretty much at this level. It's fun, but doesn't really help. So to reduce risk on the data leakage, we needed to automate the hell out of it. And we figured out, okay, we want to start racing. We still want to maintain HR at the central station of you get your birth and your death certificate. So they work with Workday. If you start living at Workday, Okta Workflows, it's a partner of ours, instantly approves the correct roles that you need to have. Also retracts them if you leave the company. But then again, we also removed the network part from CM. There's no network, there's just internet. And that's what we have achieved with Zscaler. It's another party that we work with. They provide the zero trust access. It's part of the whole program of access management. But there's no network, no need to attack, so nothing to protect. And the nice thing is that we got extra bonus things out of it. So we reduced the risk because the risk manager likes that. It's not quantifiable, but yeah, we reduced risk. We have real-time monitoring of what's going on. That's what we like. And we got cost insight. So access costs money. And if you can quantify that to your business units, license costs, for example, 150 euros or more, they really like that because they need to pay for it. And we reduced the IT workspace workload, the manual work, with 30%. Circling back to the Olympics, because I got 30 seconds, which is going to be just fine. I will not say we need to be the best of the best, but we need to have a jackal that's in control, so moving over from one to the next, because the data leakages are pretty much not going to be within your company, but maybe to your supplier. So that's the weakest links. What we do is talk to our customers and suppliers on how to improve on the security. That's what we need, what we can offer as a security team. That's it.
Sandor Incze from CM.com.